We have a lead on the Krynim. Voyager went to Krynim space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaadwaur and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi, selling what he claims are Krynim artifacts.
Thanks for the follow.
You are authorized to negotiate
My follow
with
thing
the
didn't go off,
Ferengi
though. That's weird.
and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians. And the Vaadwaur have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krynim have
stuff
out of our hands. The war continues.
Every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the quadrant.
Welcome to Josana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Oh no, you broke the transporter by going through it. Buy me a new transporter. What the fuck? Time in a bottle. In a bottle, time in a bottle. Like days through an hourglass, so is the 2 days of our lives. Sir, business. Quinn. Oh God, Quentin. Why are we? Oh God, not him. I hate that Ferengi most of all.
May I help you? Oh, wait. You must be. I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
We have an appointment.
Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
Artifact he already agreed to sell us?
Maybe. Let's see. It was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage
I want
right
to stimulate
now.
your ass.
Artifacts from cultures the Vaadwaur wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
If you don't let us pass, we're gonna tear the door down.
Look, Quen hired me to answer the comms and chat up the customers, not to be security. Go right in. Just try not to break anything. Quen will find some way to blame the damages on me.
Pleasure doing business with you. Fucking Ferengis. Hate him! Hate him! Hey, bastard.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counter bid?
How about I don't want to stimulate you?
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
I'm not leaving without the device. See? He's not a drone. Look, one of your guys is a drone. Do you want that to happen to you?
I was going to pay those guards to my office.
Hold it! I am not son of Grand Nagus Ron.
Oh,
I
shit.
am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practices.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out! Not you, Quinn.
I don't remember this.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave. Everyone's happy.
Nah, so
No?
fast.
Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work. But it's, odd. Definitely odd.
Wasn't the Kremlin?
The Vadlar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple wars, but overall they were doing well.
Hi, Drago.
Not the biggest business in the
That's
quadrant,
Drago.
but not the smallest either. When the Vadlar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Where's your device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. But that was it. There used to be a Krenim colony, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire. The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Yes?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus,
Drago, you
I'm
missed it
going to
last
tell you
night.
for free.
I actually had trouble beating the final boss.
reputation
Well,
as a
final
businessman.
boss. It looks like this is like an after part of the game.
The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why
Yeah,
I'm
that's him on.
selling it as an antique. As
Final
is,
boss
and no refunds.
was a neutral monster who had attacks that, like, he had a attack for every element. So, yeah, my whole team except for my kangaroo was completely useless.
Do I look like a
I
member of
only
the
won
Vulcan
because I got
Science
him
Academy to
confused.
you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Yeah, you Ferengi. Ugh, Ferengi.
Don't let the staff of office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections. But in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Heh.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vadwar purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device. Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the latinum we paid for it.
Let's overload the
If we
EPS
overload
units.
the
That
EPS
really didn't
conduits,
seem very
we'll
secure at
create a
all.
cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there.
Okay. It seems like the safest place to be, unless this computer blows up instead of that one over there.
Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement.
Okay.
The controls are, yes, over here by the office.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
It's gonna beam us somewhere. I know it. Oh, there we go.
The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. I think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And
Temporal?
chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
I hate temporal mechanics.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand,
I used to
Voyager sent
love
an away
time,
to the Kiana
like,
system a few weeks
episodes,
ago,
but now they're
they
just
encountered some
convoluted
resistance
and
were forced to pull
lazy.
back before they can find what they were looking for.
Why
Now
can't
that we
everything
have
be
this,
like
maybe
Back to
we'll
the
be able to
Future?
find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Cool.
I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just
I like
to
the
chase ghosts.
I like that ship.
I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed.
I have that
for
ship since I got the
although I don't think it would enable
lifetime
someone to travel
membership.
through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more. Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Oh, they probably took it out of phase, probably.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here.
Slightly
Be
out of
on the lookout
time
for Vaadwaur.
sink, if you will.
Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system. Keep an eye out for Vaadwaur.
Look at my ship.
Still
Look at my
patrolling the
beautiful fucking ship. Look at this. Ah. Ah. I love it.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found. Heads up! Vaadwaur on an intercept.
Come out here. I would like to destroy you, please. Thank you.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vaadwaur. According to
How
Voyager,
are you, Drago,
Krenim
anyway?
were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vaadwaur went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There might be more ships in range. There are more Vaadwaur on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vaadwaur sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
But we can just destroy them. Literally, you can just destroy them. I could blow them out of the sky. Ah, fine.
Harold!
Those aren't.
They must be looking for that Vaadwaur patrol. I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way.
Moon? Is that a moon? Oh, this is a planet. Oh. Oh shit. Oh, don't crash. Don't crash.
Herald's inbound.
Where?
The Vaadwaur must have
Hello?
gotten a signal out.
Oh, there you are.
So much for our investigation.
I remember having trouble with those guys.
There was something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vaadwaur and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and try to learn more about it.
Nexomon. More Nexomon tomorrow. Also, it's correct. It is a mobile game.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from
I think it's
orbit,
free
but
on
there are traces of
iOS
chronotrons
and Android.
particles. I've never known
FYI,
chronotrons
if you
to
want to try
appear
it out.
naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans. Exactly, but we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Okay. Well,
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux. I need to get some scans. There's something going on. There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural. I'm reading another anomaly ahead. These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same. The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Captains, heralds have landed and are approaching our position.
There, behind those rocks. Hurry, they'll be here any moment.
I'm trying. Oh, you want to name
This area looks defensible. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it, and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Keep working. Or work quickly. That's the word.
Here they come!
Go, my drones, go!
I'm working as quickly as I can.
You're not working quick enough!
need more time to align these frequencies.
Then work, god damn it.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
Nog? Nog! Nog! Well, fuck. Well, we have drones. Fucking Nog. Leave me alone. Look at this Nog. How are we up on this bridge? I'm gonna go a long way around. Probably in that cave. I guess so. I learned that the guy who I thought was fired isn't really fired, and they moved him so he works the days I work, exactly, so I can work with him, and oh my god.
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time.
Ew. How about you? How's your day? You start school again, or just hanging out at your dorm?
It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how
That
we
starts
perceive
tomorrow.
time in here is a little different than outside.
Well,
that's why the heralds can't see us.
a good luck
We're
to you
out of
with
their
that.
timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
Neat.
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds.
You think?
This does not, however, assure me that you will
You beat the
be
Drum King
allies
DLC?
to
Oh,
my
right
people.
on.
The Krenim have lost much.
You beat the
Our
base
empire
game
is
within 10
gone,
minutes? Jesus
and our
Christ.
people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
You only got one more DLC left? That's cool. That looks like a fun game. I also feel like it'll be frustrating. But you beat the base game in under 10 minutes.
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
Okay, how can we help?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
The circle. God damn it. The fuck? Does someone hear? Do you hear dial-up? Okay, it's not me then. Whew. I got worried for a second. I'm like, why am I hearing dial-up? I have so many bad memories popping up now. Jesus fucking Christ.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we used to...
Okay, now it's.
I tried doing some more, Nope. There we go. I tried to do some more Pokemon Unite today while I was waiting for my Nexomon video to upload. I'm getting very frustrated with that fucking game. And it's not like I think I'm getting over the fucking Zapdos thing at this point. It's just I keep getting idiots.
The temporal compensators are out
Let's
of
go
alignment.
3
They
tops.
help
Nothing
keep
can
us
go
at a stable
wrong.
point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
Or have a jungler who just stayed in the jungle the entire game and did fuck all, and we lost. Like, it feels like, I don't know, it still feels like I'm playing with people in, like, beginner and great ranks. Like, I know I don't play that well, okay? But I play better than the people. Like, I know when to go and do objectives. Like, no one wants to do objectives. They always will run in the kill, overextend, run in and kill. I don't know how long I'm gonna be tonight. I want to see if I can finish off the story arc, and then I'm gonna be doing unboxing lock boxes. Synchronization, disconnect buffer, reconnect buffer, realign. What do you think I do?
You should realign the matrix crystals.
Thanks. Realign. What do I think I can do?
You need to disconnect the buffer.
Disconnect, reconnect. There we go. Boom.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
That's fair. I did like 3 matches. I went like neutral today. Wait, now I'm up 1 from before. That's it. The hell? You know your knees are in the ground? Oh, okay, you're fixed. Oh! Oh, I got... Oh! I wonder if I can show you it. So one of the games, I was playing Blissey, and a Charizard suplexed me, and my character model got stuck upside down. So, all you see is her feet, like, walking around.
Hold this. No, hold it right
God damn
next
it.
to the bracket, or the spanner won't... There. Got it. Thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic.
Okay. Boop boop. Something's putting too much stress on these components. Microfissor. Okay, I'm not an engineer.
Need to scan for micro.
Scan. Cool.
That should do it.
Command. Son of a. I don't know. I don't know if I want to play. I don't think I want to play Blissey unless I have communications with my lane partner.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Every time I play Blissey now, I keep losing because I don't have any communications. The one time I did Helping Hand, my teammate just ran and left me to die. Cool, I thought we could win this, but if you want to run away, sure, fine. Yep, this is fine.
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
Do I?
The repairs should be enough.
More work on tomorrow. Hope I can fix it. I'll finish it tomorrow.
It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped. You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart. As you command.
Oh, hello.
An interesting development.
And that person's missing an arm.
Have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet. And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear. We should bring their worlds asunder. Still there is blood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike. I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste. We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one.
Oh, the other one can't do both hand signs.
We broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
Nice.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
You're talking about advanced temporal theory.
My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel. Anorax designed a ship, A wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result.
That's
Our records show that
sketchy
he
as
even
fuck.
attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward,
The Voyager!
the Imperium
Sorry,
declined,
excuse me, there's something stuck in my
as
throat.
perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vaadwaur. The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaur came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vaadwaur arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anarax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vaadwaur threat before it even began.
That still sounds sketchy.
The Vaadwaur's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anarax's
You don't fuck with
world,
time, because time
but
fucks
not
back.
the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the design.
Time has a way of
You have
correcting
the manpower
itself.
and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in.
That's what I learned from
mutual
Life is Strange,
cooperation.
by the way.
Allow us a chance to undo what the Vaadwaur did.
Oh, I can't wait for the new
We will give
game.
you something
I can't
that
wait
will
for the new
erase
game. It
your
looks
enemies
beautiful.
from
I
time
love it
itself.
already. The gameplay video. Oh my god, I can't wait for the new game.
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
Yeah.
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ship. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the Vaadwaur? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations?
See,
like they
that's
never
the sketchy
existed?
part.
This could change
That's
the entire
literally
war.
genocide.
We could have
Ish.
a chance now.
One moment, Captain. Oh, the
The Iconians and
Sir, is that what happened? You disappeared while scanning for you. We got the Krenim, and I'll explain as soon as we're on board.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing.
It's still sketchy.
Personally,
Still sketchy.
I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Kapla!
Chronoton split brain bond. I don't use weapons anyway. I don't use kits anyway. What's this? Temporal flux generator. Time ship off with 5 seconds while oh, okay. The ground. I'll use that one. Fuck it. I guess Broken Circle's the next one.
Please report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with the Krenim is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
Okay, what is the rewards for this one? Delta Alliance Reinforcement Beacon? That's kind of cool too.
You are cleared for docking.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ. It looks like Christmas lights over there. There's me. I need a shave. Then it'll look like me. Kind of. No, he's not. He's clean shaven. I need a shave. I wonder why I never shaved my mustache. I wonder if I should make that as a channel incentive. Or I will look too weird without a mustache.
Greetings. On behalf of Captain Cogran and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The Captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility, where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works.
I don't know what happens, but like this is still sketchy. If I didn't know what's happening.
And here, we have the development area.
7.
How much do you know about the Krenim, 7 of 9?
The Borg have extensive records on the Krenim. They were a species of great interest to the Collective.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
The Collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Fine. But what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines. It would be possible to develop a form of temporal shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the timeline.
Random technology. Hello.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorax's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence. In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality. And anyone or anything that isn't temporally shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened. But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
Captain Cogran's briefing is about to begin. Follow me to the conference room.
Okay. Still don't think this is a good idea. This is a terrible idea.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a warrior like yourself. We are almost ready to begin. First, however, Agent Cray would like a word.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison from Temporal Investigations for this project.
Nice to meet you.
The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive. Normally, Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events, and should make every effort to maintain the timeline. Indeed, that should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions. I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The Iconians cannot use time travel, and that makes it a weapon we can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too dangerous of a weapon to use at all.
I said my objectives, but I'll bring up with commands. Let's begin.
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleets are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We are still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians. Every ship we can muster will be a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere. Captain Paris is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokol tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
Why does it sound like a terrible idea? Why does all of this sound like a terrible idea? Terrible plans. Terrible plans. I now have Season 3 of Discovery. I can figure out what happens. I hate it when they start doing stuff with Discovery in this game, because I don't know what's talking about. Like, the one story arc was directly like involved with, or one of the episodes was directly involved with like Season 2. Before I watched Season 2. Let's go. Oh, these fucking ships. Jesus Christ. Oh.
You are the last ship to arrive.
Warp.
Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
Everyone went backwards. Oh, my ship's not here. Oh, there it is.
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
Let's go.
This is Pilot X for the U.S.S. Kelvin. We are losing warp and are in need of immediate assistance.
Engines and weapons are down. Requesting immediate assistance.
Trying to clear a path for you guys. Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute. This is Commander Noblewood. RRW. Require immediate assistance.
Rescue ships, rescue ships, rescue ship, rescue ships. No time left. Oh, shit.
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle. Farewell, Captain. Today is a good day to die.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
We'll take care of the reinforcements. Follow that dreadnought.
We are clear to enter the gateway.
Boopity boop boop. Oh, it traveled inside the sphere.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with a sphere to give themselves a boost. This might be our one chance to board it and take control. I have 3 troop transports standing by. Signaling the carriers to move into position now. Herald reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them.
Where are they? Wait for carriers to move in positions. Okay, I'm waiting. Boarding parties have landed. Oh, here we go. Is that a nice simulated ship? No, that's the one we're just waiting for still. Away from that big explosion. Thank you.
Boarding parties are on the flagship and reporting heavy resistance. I'll stay here and keep any reinforcements off your back. You need to transport to the flagship and help our teams there.
There we go. I don't think there's gonna be any late nights this week either.
Great! We got through. What's your status? We can't reach any of the other away teams. Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take...
Now you're dying. He's not dying. There we go.
Away teams are attacking power junctions, but they are encountering heavy resistance. It would be an honor to join your team, sir.
Follow me.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties. Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead. I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
Gotta make it go boom. Where are you? Where am I? Oh. Do you want to fight me? Can I burglify you, Captain?
Matara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
Whoa, what are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially. Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings. If Matara can't use the ship's systems, she'll use herself as a battery for the gateways. But that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable.
Herald, reinforcements!
Oh shit. Hi there.
their power junction ahead.
Right. Yeah, right way.
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junctions.
It's working! She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
More reinforcements, sir. The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there. I am detecting a third junction ahead.
Oh.
Another junction just ahead, sir.
I'm running.
If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her. I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center.
I will destroy you. Die, bitch.
Scans confirm her energy readings are decreasing. This could work. A harbinger! Prepare yourself! We must disable the other interface before we continue.
Did they fall here, or? Well, there's 3 or 4. Wonder where Oliver is. Anyone see where Oliver is? Okay, you picked up Oliver. Oliver was over there. Cool. Jumpy, jumpy. Oh god, that's a way down.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
I mean, just self-destruct the ship with the Senate. You have tons of ships.
Reinforcements on their way.
Can I do this junction? Also... Oh, hello. You're not one of my drones. You need to be one of my drones. Yes. I need to go back over there. And the last one. Hey, she's walking out instead of... Critical the ship. Guess I'm pissed.
Clearly now, Ticket. I will stand with you, and these creatures will pay for what they've done. Kill them. Kill them all.
Fall back! Transporter, beam us up!
Retreat!
You made it back. Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship?
Dead.
I hate to say it, but that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day.
It might be a bad news.
Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still...
These warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
Oops. Escape pods, you say? Damn it. I keep thinking we're gonna scan. Oh, that ship's dead.
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure. We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict.
Let's piss off
Defeating
more.
Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconian's arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake. Indeed, but that is a small comfort to the warriors who have entered Stavokor this day. Those of us who remain will mourn, and then we survive another day.
Nog.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenim device. Captain Cogran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career, but actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much.
That's what I've been saying. Everyone's so fucking gung-ho about this.
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
Beam me up.
Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them.
Kind of.
Borg and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
Hi, Andy.
The research teams in the Kiana system require your assistance. They have been running thousands of temporal incursion simulations.
I was
of
running
how
all
to
the
use
temporal
Krenim
shit.
weapon. But I need an officer with field experience to evaluate the project and its feasibility.
Temporal
You will
overcore,
participate in a
temporal.
focus test of the most promising options.
Well, at the time being, I guess I'm gonna get the overcharged warp core because I need a replacement until I can buy a replacement warp core. That's the last part I need for this ship. The other ship needs 2 more parts and then a fuck ton of weaponry, and I already have the science doodahs that's already currently on my ship, so... Butterfly!
Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by
filled it before
Anorax
stream,
in the
too.
22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research.
I guess that's a good thing.
It's fascinating work, but there's a lot to do yet.
While I was talking to Drago, I just kind of just kept on like sipping it and sipping it.
Captain Nog might be able to explain more. He's waiting for you.
I mean, I heard you should probably drink a gallon of water a day, so, you know, I'm getting there. This is almost like half a gallon.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. Time isn't something to mess around with, so we have been conducting simulations here of possible incursions, as well as developing new ways to protect and store data on various timelines.
Supposed to get all in an hour and a half. Ow. I don't want an explanation.
We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck. Direct action against the Iconians is proving to be problematic, because so much time has passed since they were first a great power. Incursions that far back in time must be carefully planned, or the fallout of even minor changes can ripple across reality. We have, however, seen some promise in trying to delay their arrival. Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200,000 years to build their fleets, but we're catching up to them. We've already seen what the 29th century technology can do. Imagine what we'll have in the 32nd century. Exactly. The other potential solution is to cut into their current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Alachi or the Solonet? We wouldn't be facing the trouble we do now. The three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My teams have been running simulations and refining the targets, but I'd like you to assist them using a special quantum recursive algorithm. Our simulators can run the outcome of a possible incursion on the holodeck. Interacting with that simulation will give us more data than just crunching the numbers. We need to really interact with it to see what reality would look like, and for that, I need someone like you with field experience.
Neat. I'm not sure about changing time, but simulations can't hurt. Or can they? Da 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 da. Hey.
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage at about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians' enemies. The technological buildup of the orbital bombardment that destroyed the Iconian civilization will still happen, but the Iconians themselves will have to deal with a natural disaster, not a war. Maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful, and none of the stars we will remove have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal. It's a painful path, but it could be the one that leads to peace.
Okay.
The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern, which is why we're trying this in a simulation first. But as Captain Nog said, these simulations aren't perfect, so we have devised a holodeck program that will expand and extrapolate on possible effects of the temporal incursion.
Okay.
It's the best option we have available to us. The holodeck's algorithms have been updated to change and adapt to the data created by the simulated timeline alteration. This is not your average holo novel.
What do you need from me
Once
to
we
do?
run the program, you'll be able to interact with our best approximation of the new timeline. Interaction with the holodeck components will allow the program to generate a more in-depth solution and give us a better idea of what to expect. We have set this simulation on a Federation starship patrolling the Sol system, and you are the captain. If all goes as planned, we expect that almost everything in the system should be close to current reality.
Cool. Okay. Well, let's see if this works. Yeah, hello? Oh. He's all butthurt about us playing with time. Okay, run. Oh, Jesus, fuck! What the fuck happening?
Captain, you're alive. We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken heavy damage, and a lot of the crew are injured.
What's happening?
Sir, I'm not sure this is the time. So many people are hurt, and most of the systems are offline. The life support is on backups, and our resources are down to nothing, and...
Sit rep.
The Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons.
Dominion?
Now they're focusing on Earth's defense grid, but it's only a matter of time before they return to finish us off.
We don't care. It's a...
Sir, I tried to fight them off, but the boarding parties, the Jem'Hadar, we have to stop the Dominion. They can't take Earth too.
Don't worry, we'll stop them. Hopefully. So in this timeline, we're fucked.
We can't stop them. Maybe if we hadn't been at war with the Romulans. Maybe if the Klingons hadn't ripped themselves apart. I
never expected they would get so far into our defenses. I'm sorry, Captain. I just need a moment.
Incoming hail!
U.S.S. Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not to delay our arrival at Earth to deal with such a minor annoyance. Surrender now, and I will guarantee the safety of your crew.
Never give up. Never surrender. Quadrant casualties. Betazoid taken. 3 billion. Oh god. Teller Prime. Vulcan uninhibited. 9 billion. Jesus Christ. Captain's personal log. We haven't seen him. We lost Vulcan. Endoria's in flames. Shit. Well, I was fucked. Yeah, no, that doesn't work for us.
Sorry, we were watching from the control room, and that could have gone better. Even with
You
all
think?
that, the simulation data on whether the Iconians were entirely eliminated from that timeline is inconclusive. We were able to record your interactions, and we've been able to piece together what happened from those.
Okay.
From what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the great houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as an opportunity to attack. The Federation stepped in to help the Klingons, and the war between the three factions basically ripped the quadrant apart.
Neat.
The Dominion then conquered all three weakened powers.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Agreed.
that's
My team will continue working on other possible incursion scenarios.
not... Okay, well, who's next? Who has other bright ideas?
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so by fixing a mistake that Janeway allowed to happen decades ago. We're going to stop the Vaadwaur from being rediscovered. We plan to
Why
do
is
this
this guy
by
a bit
preventing
like
Voyager
Snape?
from ever coming into contact with underspace. This will prevent them from finding Vaadwaur Prime, and 7 of 9 will never wake the Vaadwaur.
I don't see it.
None of us are going to survive if we don't try to repair the damage you've already done. The goal is to cause a solar flare that will force Voyager to divert from the course it was on when it stumbled into underspace.
Sounds like a
If
dollar
it
store
safely
Snape.
passes
I
without
haven't watched
entering
Harry Potter in a
underspace,
while.
It can continue on
Honestly.
its trip home and bypass the Vaadwaur entirely. The simulation is set for the U.S.S. Voyager, which is fitting since they caused the problem in the first place. Our projections show that even if the Vaadwaur never return, your people will still find a reason to stick your noses into our business. So, we're attempting to see how the elimination of the Vaadwaur will change the formation of the Delta Alliance. You will be a member of the diplomatic team.
Cool, let's do it. Oh, wait a minute. Speak to researcher.
Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennin's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vaadwaur, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. But there is no reason to dwell on past hurts. We're trying to fix what
She looks like a female Voldemort, though.
Noy funnels that passion to help his people into his work. Perhaps it will change everything. It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you. My name is Claudia, and I am a Tutarian. We're from a region of the Delta Quadrant Voyager never visited, so we haven't had much contact with species from the Alpha and Beta Quadrants until now. However, my world has had close ties with the Krenim for several years. Now that they are actively pursuing temporal technology, I chose to join them and lend whatever assistance I can. I miss my home, but I've made a new one here. Meeting Noi has opened me up to a world beyond my own.
Aww.
It is a pleasure to meet you, both Captain No—
Come on, gotta work. Let's see what fucks up the timeline this time. Hello?
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being pessimistic about the chance for success here. But now, I think he was right. No, it's not. The hierarchy started setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok and his team could start to pull them together. The very fact that they all agreed to be in the same room is a minor miracle.
Okay.
Eventually, between Vulcan logic, Klingon tenacity, and Romulan pragmatism, we'll convince everyone here that the threat is real and an alliance is in their best interest. But it won't be easy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I see I have another argument to break up.
I don't know what's wrong.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really too much. The Malon are using our system as a dump, and their trash isn't our problem. The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate. Wait until they start dumping their trash in your front yard, and see how you like it.
Okay. Hello?
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can save it. I have a commitment to my people and my planet that supersedes any other
Maybe you
concern.
could dump it somewhere else.
We don't need outsiders telling us what to do.
Is it
If
very
the
that very
Talaxians
hard?
want to talk, they can come to us directly.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like dealing with babies.
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous waste management practices and continue dumping waste throughout the quadrant. The most at-risk populations are the Talaxians, who have a new colony close to Malon dumping grounds. The Malon have moved into Talaxian space to avoid hierarchy attacks. Diplomatic relations between the Malon and Talaxians are rapidly deteriorating. The Malon have accused the Talaxians of working with the hierarchy, a charge the Talaxians strenuously deny. The Benthans could possibly pressure the Malon to return to the negotiation table.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for profits has created a significant increase in attacks on unaligned transports. We have enough to do at the moment without getting into a dispute that doesn't concern us. The hierarchy is harassing our supply lines, and I'm convinced they're behind the losses we've taken over the past 3 months. We're having to double up patrols, which means we're leaving holes the Hazari can slip through. The Malon are a headache we don't need.
Okay.
Yes, but good luck with that. The Hazari aren't interested in anything but making deals. This whole meeting is just a waste of time. Unity might work where you come from, but I don't have any reason to cooperate with criminals like the Hazari or thugs like the hierarchy. What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it the Malon? Before everyone broke ties with the hierarchy, they told us what people say about us. Mercenaries. Honorless. Ha! They all deny it, but we know. Now we look out for ourselves. No. We need to make a living same as the rest of you. If the Benthans would take out the hierarchy on our borders, we wouldn't be forced to move into Benthan space. But no, they won't do that. They don't think mercenaries rate protection.
I mean, yeah.
What do you want? Fine, run back to the Benthans. I'll be here if you want to talk business.
Jesus Christ.
Unraveling this mess could take months, years.
Oh, everyone's leaving. Quadrant percent reports.
The number of planets the
thank you.
hierarchy have taken outright has increased 20% over the past 6 months. A push for higher profits has prompted steady growth of hierarchy territory. Reports of abductions in areas near hierarchy space have increased by 77.2%. However, this data has not been confirmed by outside sources because few Delta Quadrant species are willing to share information with the Federation. Further investigation.
Ambassador's log, stardate 87234.5. Our allies in the Kiana system have been invaded by hierarchy forces. The Kiana colony is a small farming community with no strategic value, so the attack simply doesn't make sense. According to one survivor we managed to find, the hierarchy were working with the Ilachi. The Ilachi took captives to an unknown location.
So they just get another... Where's the fucking exit? There it is. So they just get another species to work for them.
Damn, that was useless. The Iconians were so determined to have a hold here that they simply found another species to fit the bill. Maybe if you had been a better negotiator, you would have been able to unite those representatives against the hierarchy. Then, at least we would have had a chance. This scenario isn't as catastrophic as trying to remove the Iconians, but it's not exactly ideal either. We'll have to try something else.
You must excuse my husband's harsh demeanor. This has been a very trying time for the Krenim. Thank you for...
Trust my wife to be the voice of reason. Perhaps I was too hard on you. I just want to be able to fix all of this. We can't turn back time, but we can change it. Please speak to Gamma Team. Captain Nog thinks very highly of their plan.
Okay. And then you. What's your plan?
Hello. We've been waiting for you. Our team is focusing on delaying tactics. What if Iconia had never been discovered? In 2365, Captain Donald Varley of the U.S.S. Yamato found a star chart on Denias 3 that revealed the location of Iconian. I want to redirect a meteor to impact the archaeological site on Denias 3 before Captain Varley begins his excavations. Iconia will remain a myth, and we will not attract the Iconians' attention as early as we did. True, but if you compare the changes in Iconian technology over the past 200,000 years with what the rest of us have done in the past 2 centuries, it's obvious that the Iconian culture has stagnated while we have advanced rapidly. Additionally, there are other factors in play that could trigger the alliances and sharing of technology that have come about because of the Iconian threat. It's a risk, but it's one that could pay off.
Okay.
The program is set for Romulan space. Because the Hobus supernova was caused by direct Iconian interference, we expect Romulus to be intact in this new reality. As such, the Romulan Star Empire should once again be a major power in the quadrant. Your role will be as an officer on a Romulan warbird.
Cool. How could this possibly go wrong? Eagle commander? Where? Which commander? Hello? Oh, up here. Oh, you?
Ah, Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes. If you would be so kind as to seal the doors and disable certain, equipment, we need to talk.
Alright.
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Titan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. What we do next could change our future. Titan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. He and many others have left the homeworld and are gathered together in a flotilla somewhere near Tau Dewa. Titan and his allies have been making overtures of peace to both the Federation and the Klingons. Because of this, they have enough support that even the Tal Shiar won't take direct action against them. The Borg are at our borders. The Empire can't fight the Collective and the Separatists at the same time. Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Titan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa. If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I intend to put Lieutenant Silan in the brig and then take this ship and crew to join the Separatists. Are you with me?
That seems a bad idea.
I know. I have tried to work within the system, but the system is broken and corrupt. Titan and his people are building something better. You and I both know it. The crew knows it. We will take this warbird to Titan, and we will finally be free.
Okay.
Secret conversations between the commander and one of his senior officers? Very suspicious. Loyal citizens of the Romulan Star Empire have no need for locked doors. Tamer, you are a fool, and you will be the death of everyone on this ship. Titan and his people are terrorists. If you join them, you will share their fate.
You are under arrest. What the fuck is that wiggle?
A destiny free from the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. If we leave, we will have a better,
What's that
brighter
shadow?
future than what they would allow us. I know it is a step into the unknown.
What
but
is
it
that
a step
shadow?
we will take together. Throw off your chains. We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
I mean, this seems like a perfectly okay scenario.
I wanted to let you know
Giant
that
penis.
I am with you and
What?
Commander Tamer. Some of my family has left Romulus to join Titan. I'll be proud to join them.
Oh. Yo, this timeline's a better timeline.
That is the most promising simulation yet. It appears there was some merit to our hypothesis that the Iconians advanced their plans due to early contact. The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity, but it should be an acceptable
I
risk.
mean, I'd rather face the Borg.
The data in the simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing, but there are no signs of Herald, Iconian, or Solanae presence at all. And while the Romulan Star Empire is restored to their former power, there is a democratic Romulan group opposing the Tal Shiar. And more importantly, Romulus is intact. This is the result many of our Romulan researchers have been trying to bring about. The political calculus of the quadrant will change, but the data supports what you saw on the holodeck. No Iconians. We have solid projections. The only suggestion I have now is that you consider it in conjunction with Captain Nog and the Republic representatives here.
This last test has the most promising results I've seen, and saving the Romulan homeworld is an added bonus. We're not going to have a lot of shots at this. I've been looking at Anorex's work, and I think it's too easy to get into a temporal loop where you try again and again for a specific result, and time starts fighting back. I'm inclined to say this is our best chance. But this will have a huge impact on the reality we know, especially your people, Commander Jirok. I won't give my authorization without hearing from everyone.
This is difficult. It would change everything for us. We'd have our home back, but the Republic, everything we've built, it would all be gone. But there's still hope. Even in this other reality, Datan has led many Romulans away from Sela and her Tal Shiar thugs. The simulation specifically mentioned Datan and a separatist movement. Commander Tamer makes the choice to join Datan, the same choice he made after the homeworld was lost. With Romulus, we could have numbers. More people who have had enough of the Tal Shiar's oppression could join us. Maybe millions more. If Datan is able to get a movement going, even at the height of the Empire's power, I have to believe that change is possible. Make the incursion. The lives we save will be worth the work we'll have to do to reform the Republic. The Tal Shiar wasn't able to stop us the first time. They won't stop us again.
Okay, this still seems like a bad idea. Fucking with time. It's always a bad idea. Oh god. Ow. I don't know what it is about sitting like... Fuck.
Target acquired and locked. Activating weapon. Incursion complete.
It will be good to see the world of my birth again.
Your weapon's still... okay. It's still gone.
Elements? Is that Romulus? It's been completely assimilated.
Huh? Oh, rip. But...
Yes, I think we have a problem.
No. We expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right.
See? Tell you. Fucking fuck with time. Time fucks back.
I agree that this is unexpected, Commander, but we knew there would be anomalies. We need more information. Let's find out where the simulation might have gone wrong.
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it? That is a lot of Borg.
That is a lot of Borg.
According to these scans, the planet has been completely assimilated. I'm not detecting any non-Borg life signs. This is bad. Really, really bad. We need to fix this.
Okay.
Borg ships decloaking. Red alert.
Shit. Fucking Borg of cloaking now?
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone still cloak the technology from us?
Yes, of course. They're just decloaking. Why can't I use that? Look at that crit. Look at that crit. 58,000 damage.
We need more information before we can fix this. I'll keep the Krenim ship well out of Borg sensor range while you go in and find out what happened. Hurry. More Borg will be arriving soon. I've modified some personal shield generators to shield you temporally as well. I'm transporting them over now. Hurry. The temporal shielding drains a lot of power. You won't have much time down there before you're unprotected. If that happens, this will be your new reality.
Oh god. Ready for transport.
We need more data to plot a possible solution. With any luck, the Borg will have what we need. Maybe. Our focus is on restoration. There is a computer node in this area of the Unimatrix that should have what we need. Find the node and download all the data you can from the point where we made our incursion. That should help us find out how to...
I'm going to join you. I know this place. Or at least I knew this place. Before we lost the homeworld, it was a Talshar complex. Most of the secrets of our empire were stored here. I thought I was getting my home back, but now the Borg have taken it all away. This is like losing Romulus all over again. The controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads. The whole planet. All our people. They're Borg. I can't believe we were so wrong.
Can I simulate a Borg?
Cover me!
No.
I'll override the door controls.
You cannot simulate a Borg.
Got it. We have to find a way to make this right.
Resistance is futile.
There. That's the access node console we need. Locked. We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming Borg! This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated.
You will be assimilated.
I still think this is the most desirable result.
When we lost the homeworld, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us. Akiv?
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Enemy targets uncensored. Shield losing power.
It looks like the main invasion of Romulan space occurred about 20 years ago. Something happened in the Delta Quadrant. The Borg assimilated something that greatly improved their technology. They adapted, evolved, and my people, they didn't have a chance. Maybe it's our fate to lose Romulus.
Don't there's still something there? I got a little bit more out.
Let's get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on an intercept.
More Borg on the way. Borg decloaking.
Decloaking where? Where are they? Oh.
Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved. Data is compressed and ready. Communications array is ready. Secure channel confirmed.
Data received!
The Borg may never be able to reach it.
It is a great risk. The Borg have a great deal of influence on the timeline. There is no time to run simulations.
Have a choice?
We do not.
Targeting the transwarp network.
Firing the weapon, now!
The Borg are gone. But so is Romulus.
Romulus isn't the only thing we lost. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generators. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the timeline.
Has anything else changed?
Checking? No. The Tutarians. They're
What?
gone.
How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg. They failed.
Shield is at 8%.
No, I need to restabilize the shields.
Oh, well, rip.
I'm downloading my personal files into the shielded core. You'll have all my research notes and everything we've recorded from this mission.
You're giving up? When the shield fails, if the Tutarians were lost in the past, then you'll be lost too.
Temporal shield is losing integrity.
Is there anything we can do?
No, we all knew the risks. I love...
Okay, let's go meet them. Well, I have a weird sense of deja vu, like, I've done this before. Did I say I have a bad feeling about this? Because I have a bad feeling about this.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenim weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline, but we didn't fix our most important problem.
What was in the core?
We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Noi is going to lead the group taking care of that. I will say it is odd to find personal logs I don't remember making. Very. But from what we've already seen, it appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct a change we made. Technology like this seems so simple, but even the smallest change can make more trouble than it solves. We have to be more cautious. Far more cautious than we've already been, I suppose. The next mistake might not be fixable. Time alteration might not be the answer. There are some problems that can't be solved with a weapon. But time travel... Look, whatever happens, it was good working with you. I hope we have the chance to do so in the future.
Yeah, you're okay for a Ferengi.
I was conducting another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try and determine what went wrong. Maybe we can try again after we know more. It has been good to have you here, but we will have to consider if time alteration is really the best course of action. Of all the records we have of time travel, few have as drastic a result as this. Perhaps removing elements from the time stream isn't the solution we need.
We've put so much hope into using the Krenim technology to solve our problems. Perhaps I was caught up in the possibilities and blind to the potential for disaster. We tried and we failed. But this isn't the end. We'll keep looking at the simulations as well as any other option open to us. I have to have faith that we will find a way to defeat the Iconians.
I have a lot of information to analyze. The shielded core appears to have made it through the process intact, and will give us a wealth of data on the timeline and how the changes have affected it. Clearly, you made a mistake somewhere. I still feel this is the best technology available to us, but we will need minds sufficient to the task to operate it.
Dr. Nog tells me that the initial test of the Crinim weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team have a great deal of data still to analyze. But I do not believe they will find much that will assist us. Removing elements from the time stream is reckless, and while our options are limited, we should not destroy ourselves in a fruitless effort to destroy the Iconians. It is time to consider all of our alternatives. The war continues.
Stop.
One way or another. The war ends today. The Iconians are massing for a final push towards the key worlds of the Alliance. We are gathering any remaining forces to mount a defense. And perhaps, if we are fortunate, we will be able to turn back time.
Then I repair Matrix. I think I already own that one, don't I? Oh, I might not. Okay. That sounds like something I would need.
The war continues.
Wants to do the Psychonaut stream, so I don't know. It makes...
The High Command is still intact, and Kronos remains unconquered. Even so, this war cannot be won if we lose Earth. The Bortaskew will fight until she can fight no more, as will I. If this is to be our end, then I will meet it with blade in hand and blood in my teeth. I can...
Kablah! Kaplay!
Glad you're here.
Sean!
We've been fighting non-stop and it feels like we're barely making a dent. Command says we're preparing for our last chance. I hope they have an ace up their sleeve, because I can't see a way to defeat the Iconians in a straight military battle. Whatever happens, just remember that you'll always have the Enterprise at your side.
I like how they gave the Enterprise to an alien. That's good. That's racist.
All these years of pain and strife, and it comes to this? I cannot believe that this is how we will end. Our suffering, our struggles,
oh
and
boy,
rendered so meaningless. You know what we have been through. This bitter taste, this grief that washes over me, cannot be the last thing that I feel. We will rise again from this. We must.
We have defeated one Iconian, but the cost to do so was too high. The Iconian forces are too numerous for us to sustain such a strategy. We have been forced to our last resort. The Crinim time ship has been modified, and we can use it to generate a portal to send us back to the ancient time of Iconia. Once there, we must prevent any Iconians from escaping the destruction of their home world.
Well, that's a dick move, but sure.
We must kill the remaining Iconians ourselves.
We presumably failed at temporal incursion, changing things in the past while remaining in a bubble of temporally shielded current time. This allows the timeline to unfold as it will, almost randomly. My team and I have been working on an alternative method that will actually send someone back in time to the past, where they can directly affect the timeline and help to guide it along the desired path. We've been running some basic scenarios that leave us quite hopeful that we can aid in the original attacks on ancient Iconia to ensure there are no survivors for us to deal with in the present.
We cannot sustain this war. The Iconians will destroy or conquer every species in the galaxy if we do not stop them now. There is no guarantee that this plan will work, but if we do not try, we will certainly lose everything. Our long-range sensors have detected signs of transit from the Iconian spheres. The Iconians must be preparing their heralds for another large-scale invasion. We are gathering our remaining forces to make our stand.
Oh,
the
God.
Iconians have picked our next battlefield, and it is the Sol system. If Earth falls, we have lost this war. We have one move left to us, and it is to move this war to a battlefield of our own design. We will attack the Iconians in the past. We've identified that the Iconians were forced from their homeworld in an attack 200,000 years ago. We will take part in that attack and ensure there are no survivors to fight us in the present. Noi's team is busy reconfiguring the time ship. There are no guarantees, even with time travel on our side. We must hold out long enough for a ship to pass through a temporal portal. That means fighting this fight and every other until this technology is complete.
Captain, this goes against everything we stand for. Everything we've been fighting for.
You talk of honor and duty and freedom. All of these will just be words if we fail. We can try to live up to these ideals when we survive.
Now, who's with me? If you're not with me, I'm shooting you.
You are cleared for departure. Good luck.
Oh, my ship's so pretty.
I've gotten word from Noi. They've completed their modifications, and the Crinim time ship is on its way. We must hold off the heralds long enough for the Crinim ship to arrive and generate a portal. Once the portal is open, we will go back in time to ancient Iconia and try to change history. But first, we must survive long enough to do so.
Enterprise here. We've intercepted a group of heralds. Can you give us a hand with them?
This is the U.S.S. Our attack is taking heavy losses.
RRW eventually responded to your call for
Jesus Christ, is that a Excelsior class starship? Why are they even here? I mean, I know we'd use all ships available, but fuck.
Yagi here. We've restored main power. Thanks for keeping the gantries intact. Bringing the Fight 99th Attack Wing into battle.
This is ESD Control. We're losing life support and transporters are offline.
Earth space dock has lost main power. We're evacuating the crew.
Oh shit. I might die. Yep, there it is. I can only take so much, Captain. There's only so much I can tank. Oh, someone has me. Come to the fucking number on my fucking ship. I can't move. Is that the Dominion? Who is the Dominion helping us?
I told you I'd be back, and this time I brought friends.
We've brought together forces from every quadrant of the galaxy. The Iconians have done the impossible. They've united us.
I hope you're happy to see me. It doesn't look like things have been going too well so far. I left because I needed to find allies for this war. Ones who you couldn't or wouldn't talk to. The Dominion understands the Iconian threat, and they are quite eager to protect their stake in this galaxy.
The Herald ships are regrouping. We should use this respite to our advantage. Form up at the KIS Anorax. We must protect it long enough for it to activate a time portal. Once the portal is stabilized, we can use it to go back to Iconia's past and hopefully undo this war before it starts. Our situation is desperate. If we fail here, Earth will fall, and Kronos won't have much hope of standing without it.
I am arriving with the time. We must protect it until the portal is stable. the Iconians off of us. New coordinates have been identified.
Yeah, I don't know how long I can.
Using the bridge across space-time.
I don't know how much like ship I can like tank. Jesus Christ.
That's it. The portal is active and stable. Enter it now. Energizing temporal emitters. The time portal is open and stable.
Go! Get through that portal!
Setting a course now.
The heralds are firing on the portal!
The portal is destabilizing. Hurry!
Go Enterprise.
More gateways. An Iconian flagship is moving in.
This is the moment of your extinction.
Not today. Everyone, form up and cover our six.
Theirs not to make reply. Theirs not to reason why. Theirs but to do and die. Into the Valley of Death rode the 600.
Dead. They're all dead.
Evaluating astrometrics. Confirmed. We have traveled back approximately 200,000 years. Only our two ships made it through.
There are no signs of Captain Cogran or his ship. We will have to continue the mission without him.
Thank you.
Perfect. This will give us a moment to get our bearings and figure out how best to prevent the Iconians from escaping their doom. There are only 12 Iconians that we've encountered, so trying to deal with just those 12 will be a much easier task than trying to take on this whole world.
Hello.
Greetings of the whole to you, strangers, and welcome to Iconia. My name is Matara-Ren, and I am a herald of Matara. Before I can allow you to pass, I must scan you to ensure that your technology is of a sufficient level for you to be allowed access to our city. This will only take a moment.
Well, I mean...
Your technology is sufficient, but your chronoton particles are substantially out of phase. Please follow me. You must speak to my mistress.
Either way.
Remember why we are here. Every Iconian must die in the bombardment, and their technology cannot be taken. If even one Iconian escapes, this could all be for nothing. I recommend we begin by infiltrating their government building. We need access to their data and the gateway controls. You've seen the ruins of a once mighty empire. This is Iconia at the height of its power.
There's a dial-up signature again.
I apologize for the interruption, Honored One. These travelers have just arrived at our city. Their chronoton particles are out of phase, and per your instructions, I have brought them to you.
Thank you, Mataran. You may return to your station. Greetings, friends, and welcome to Iconia. It is highly unusual to receive visitors with such unusual chronoton signatures, and yet we have had 2 in less than a cycle. Do you know a being named Cogran?
Yeah.
Wonderful. He will be quite pleased to reunite with you. You should be able to find him in the residential district. I imagine you passed through the same chronoton-charged nebula he did. That would account for the anomalous reading.
Yeah.
Since you are explorers like Cogran, I suggest you speak to Lemiran. She is the keeper of our world heart, a repository of all knowledge and a genetic record of the worlds we have visited. The astrometrics data in the world heart could prove quite useful to you. Do you have any questions?
Greetings, travelers. Are you explorers, or do you come seeking our wisdom and guidance? Either way, I apologize. I am rather occupied at the moment. Please, return later. I should have time to speak to you then.
The changes we see in the Iconians are too great to be simple evolution. The Iconians shape themselves and the Heralds into weapons. Genetic engineering that is both efficient and terrible.
Oh, hey.
You made it. Something must have gone wrong as we entered the portal that disrupted synchronization. I arrived 2 weeks ago. I remained cloaked, scanned the planet for several days, and then came to the surface as an explorer, seeking to open diplomatic relations with the Iconians. My ship is using the magnetic fields above the poles to help conceal its presence.
Oh, God.
The Iconians of this time are nothing like the ones we know. They are flesh and appear to be friendly and peaceful, if a bit arrogant with those they see as lesser. Come. They will allow us to move through the city freely. You should see this for yourself.
Cogran is either a fool, or he's being manipulated by the Iconians. Either way, he might jeopardize the mission. We'll need to watch him closely.
Someone's calling for help.
An injured herald. This could be a chance to learn about their physiology. Perhaps even find a weakness.
Hello. Can you help us? My herald is injured, and I cannot leave him. I need someone to bring us some healing supplies.
I can help.
Thank you. There should be a healer nearby.
I'll find them. Hello?
Do you require assistance, visitor? Certainly. However, I do not detect any injuries or maladies in your physical form. Oh, of course. It is our duty and privilege to care for our heralds. I will follow you to the patient.
We'll see who the lesser race is.
I have spent days among these people. They are very proud and very strong.
Thank you, traveler. I appreciate your assistance.
You're welcome.
The Iconians' affection for their pets is a weakness. We can exploit that.
I am not so sure. After all, we've seen how the Iconians will transform their pets. The Heralds are merciless killing machines. They have killed multitudes during this war.
Deaths that we will avenge here. No more waiting. We need to finish our mission. I don't understand why you're bothering to help these people. We need to find the gateway controls, sabotage them, and be done with it. This could all be over if you'd let it.
Clearly the Iconians have a highly developed sense of the...
That's fine, but what we need is to know more about their technology. And we're going to...
When you have technology as advanced as the Iconians, wonders can be found anywhere you look. We should talk to that officer over there.
I see you are interested in this device. We are testing a new method of encryption. So far, it has proven to be most effective. To access the console, you must solve a series of problems that we believe only an Iconian could answer. Unfortunately, I fear the console is stuck in a testing phase, which is why I am protecting it. It may be a waste of time. You appear intelligent enough, but I doubt you or any of our other visitors could solve even the easiest of problems in the algorithm. I am not supposed to leave this area unwatched, but all of my heralds are performing other duties, and if Elmiran sent you, very well. Thank you, Traveler.
Oof.
I will not be long.
I am getting a little sleepy. Oops. Bar, secret snake.
It is just as I surmised. The Iconians are following their own version of the Prime Directive. They are attempting to protect lesser developed species from acquiring technology that they may not use wisely or well.
Not so fast. We've only heard one side of the story. I'd like to know what some of the other visitors here think about the oh-so-noble Iconians.
Okay.
We will gladly give you the medicines you require, but our genetic engineering technology is off limits.
The medicine will help with this plague, but what about the next one? We need the ability to take care of ourselves, but you won't give us the means to do so.
I am sorry, but we have extremely stringent rules about who can use our technology. There are many species who are not yet ready to use our gifts safely and wisely. One moment, Volkar. Yes? May I help you?
People have a similar pioneering technology to predict...
Yes, I will take your opinion under advisement, but ultimately, this is an Iconian matter. You are simply another visitor on our world.
Okay, you don't have to be bitchy about it. No?
We haven't made much headway trying to reverse engineer the gateways, but just imagine what we could do with it.
Sounds like you're being a bitch.
Oh, I have. You can move an army in the blink of an eye. Think about what would happen if all these heralds just showed up on your planet. Oh, they'd take over in a day. I'm still trying to acquire some of their data. Have you had any luck yet?
Nothing yet. Despite all their openness and hospitality, the Iconians have everything on lockdown. Can't even get near the building where they keep the world hard without some herald stopping me. If I were the Iconians, I too would think twice about giving people like these advanced technology.
This doesn't prove anything. So the Iconians have their reasons for withholding technology. I don't care, and neither do their enemies. We know the bombardment is imminent. This world will be obliterated, no matter how much you sympathize with the Iconians. And don't forget what we're here to do. There can't...
So? Alright.
Tell your ships to drop into orbit above the polar region. My ship is cloaked there.
Excuse me, but I require assistance. We have lost contact with several of our colony worlds. I am attempting to increase the range of this communications console to re-establish the connection. But I need another set of hands to adjust the frequency while I attempt to dial in the proper network levels. All of my heralds are currently working on the evacuation. Would you be willing to help me?
Sure. Do I? Hello. Hello.
Curious. Our communications should be reaching the colonies, but I am not receiving any response to my messages. Something terrible must have happened. We were not concerned about the lesser races. Not at first. They were like children who wanted things they could not understand. It was our duty to protect them, to guide them. In time, when they were ready, we would have shared all of our gifts. I do not know. If the colony worlds have fallen, then I am sorry. Please excuse me. I must speak to our leaders.
We already know the evacuation did not save them.
But the gateway on New Romulus remained active for a time.
Then we must cut off that path, now, before anyone escapes.
Welcome, traveler. I apologize for my earlier absence.
What's attacking you?
We have had contact with many worlds in our journeys, but we have found no people equal to our own. Some of the others resent the blessings our people enjoy. They seek to take that which we will not give. While we are an extremely advanced world, we are not, in general, a militant one. Tiket will coordinate the defense, but I remain hopeful that we can reach a peaceful solution before blood is shed. Motara speaks for us, and she is quite a gifted diplomat. If all else fails, there are places known only to us and those who serve us. Our gateways can take us to these refuges, to recover and rebuild. We'll... The attack is beginning. I thought we'd have more time. We must retrieve the world heart and escape. Will you help us?
Yes.
The attack is beginning. We must decide how to proceed. I have spoken to these people, walked their streets, shared their meals. Regardless of what we know they will do in the future, the Iconians of this time are not evil. They are peaceful. And they are guilty of no crimes, worse than standing up for their ideals. The very same ideals, I might point out, as the Federation's prime directive. You have walked the same streets as I, spoken to the same people. Can you allow them to die for crimes they have not yet committed? For my part, I find no honor in cold-blooded murder.
It doesn't matter what these people are now. We know what they will become, what they will do. The Iconians will destroy my homeworld. They will bomb the archive in the Lena system and exterminate the Preservers. They will incite the Undine to destroy Keswick 4. They will attack our homeworlds, kill those we love, and threaten our very existence.
But that's in the future. We're here now.
And that changes nothing. We know what will happen. In our time, they are poised to destroy or enslave the galaxy. There is no choice. We destroy them now and save ourselves. It's a bit late for second thoughts. Our mission is clear. We don't have a choice. We're here, and we will do what needs to be done. Atone for your sins after you've saved.
Nope,
the World Heart contains all of our knowledge
Where's
and
going?
all our genetic data.
This way.
With it, we can rebuild. We have a refuge built for those who serve us. We shall go there.
We should be able to access the gateway network from here. We could disable all of the gateways at...
We offered Lemirin our aid. There is no honor in striking down an ally from the Hive.
The honorable thing would be to complete our mission and save our galaxy. Or do you not care about what happens to Kronos?
We need to transfer the World Heart to a transportable format. I'll need your help to initiate the download from that console.
Oh my god.
The download is proceeding, but it will not complete before the invaders find us.
Everybody's working on the weekend. Ba-ba-da-bum.
Now we need to release the magnetic interlocks holding the core. I need you at the other console. More invaders. They must not take the World Heart. We need to erase the mainframe memory banks. I will require your assistance.
Oh boy.
More aliens are coming. Protect me.
Oh shit. Everyone dead. What happened to all of our health?
Mainframe memory erased. The last step is to eject the World Heart. I fear that was just the beginning of the violence. My people are few, and most of our heralds are elsewhere. Defeating a significant force would be costly to both sides. I know you are not one of the whole, and I have no right to ask for your assistance. But would you help us evacuate the city?
Of course.
Blessings of the whole upon you. We must gather as many of our people as possible and escort them to the gateway platform. Once we are there, I will open the path to our refuge. Many of our people already left for Colony Worlds, but we have lost contact with them. I fear the worst. I recommend we locate Tiket. She is our protector, and there are none who know the ways of our enemy as well as she. Tiket is a fearsome warrior, and has kept our people safe for countless millennia.
Rescuing Iconians is not what we're here to do.
Perhaps it is. When we came back in time, we did not know what we would find.
I appreciate your efforts, stranger, but I cannot come with you. I will defend Iconia until my final breath. Your words have merit. If we go to the refuge, we can rebuild. There, we can plan our vengeance. No one will ever threaten us again.
She is a fool. She would let her people die so she could avenge them.
Vengeance is a powerful
We will never forget this tragic day.
Thank you. You have shown exceptional kindness and valor in this trying time. I will miss my home. Iconia is precious to us, but as long as the whole survives, we can use the world heart to rebuild.
These are not a warlike people.
Not yet. That will change.
Bloodshed affects everyone differently. My people became warriors when an alien species threatened our home.
And the Iconians will become conquerors.
I see. Can I please move? Thank you.
I see your plan. We've won their confidence, gathered them together. Strike now, and we can eliminate them all.
No, stop being so bloodthirsty, you fucking Romulan.
Damaged. We will need to reroute the power and reinitialize the gateway open sequence.
Oh, my entire team's dead. How'd that happen? When did that happen in the movie?
Didn't the others save the Iconians? Where are they?
We are the others, you idiot.
They may already be here.
I can't move! Here, someone picks me up. Help, 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 help. Help! Help! Help, Doc! Help, Doc! Okay, you're just gonna stare at me. Fine, fuck it. Fuck you all. Kill them all for insubordination.
We're losing ground!
We can't hold them off or...
That's it. Send them through.
No! This isn't our mission!
What the fuck, Sela?
You took everything from me!
The world heart.
There's no time. The gateway is closing.
Only 12 of us are left. That crystal contains our civilization.
Sela, stop! We are better than this!
I will remember this, Romulan. I will extinguish your people in payment for your treachery.
Way to go, Sela.
This has all played out this way before. I am the cause for Hobus.
Way to go.
I know what you are going to say, but I did what I had to do for my people. I should have acted sooner. If I had, perhaps Romulus would have been restored. That camp... Taket! What have I done?
The Iconians have fled to Dewa 3, and the Gateway's console has been destroyed, so no one can follow them. Our fate may not have changed from our actions here, but we have done what honor demanded. We are not murderers. Whatever our future may hold, we will face it with our eyes open and our heads held high. We must return to our own time and see what effect our actions had.
Oliver's invisible. Why is Oliver invisible?
We're initiating a tachyon burst to reopen the portal that brought us here. That should bring us back to the exact moment we left the present time.
The heralds are firing on the portal!
The portal is destabilizing. Hurry!
Captain Cogran to Alliance Fleet. Stand down. I repeat, stand down. You have the world heart and the means to end this. Signal the Iconians. Show them we have it, and that we are the ones who save them. This is our last chance to end this war.
Do you wish to surrender? A wise decision. How did you acquire that? That is not possible. But yet, I see the world heart in your hands. It is time to end this. Your leaders, our unity. Now.
Oh god, they beat me over. Oh, good, they did. Shit. Here's your thing. No, here's your thing back.
If what you say is true, then that core contains all of the lost knowledge of our people. So much that we thought was lost forever. Will you return all the remains of our civilization to us? I have never had a chance to examine you closely, but now that you stand before me, I remember you helped us, although it gained you nothing. You are the other. Hate blinded us. Fear of the unknown crippled us. Pain called out for blood in ever greater measures. The events of that day set us on this path. It grieves me to see where it has led. After we escaped to Daywar 3, protecting ourselves became our sole purpose. We transformed ourselves, our whole, even our heralds, to prevent another tragedy. And we vowed never to trust again.
He trusted me once.
I did, and it saved us. But we believed the other lost to us. And you were lost to time. And we preserved the whole by any means necessary. Indeed, we protected the whole against the lesser species who would destroy us if given a chance. Who would steal what we would not give freely.
was this easy.
Whatever these creatures did in the past is meaningless. They killed our sister. They broke our unity. And for that, I will destroy them. I will never forget what you have done, or what that creator, U.S.S, did. There will never be enough blood to wash away my need for vengeance. A single world. I can destroy 1,000,000 worlds, and it would not be enough. Your existence is an insult to the memory of our people. I will continue my fight, even if I must fight alone. She will not listen. Tiket has always been very stubborn. In a few thousand years, perhaps, her attitudes will change. Until then, be wary. Tiket is a formidable opponent, and I will not take up arms against her, even in defense of the other. But with those of us who remain, you shall have peace. We ask only for our home world. Leave Iconia and our servants undisturbed, and we will trouble you no longer. I understand, but our terms are not negotiable. We need time to breathe and contemplate. Perhaps in a millennia or two, it will be different.
Woo! We won!
I thought this was it. The last day. And I was ready, but I'm glad my daughter didn't have to die in defense of the Federation. That I get to go home after this. We all do. Thank you.
Your compassion has accomplished more in one act than we could have with all the phasers in the fleet. Honor and selflessness have been almost forgotten over the past few years. That needs to change. It's time to act like Starfleet officers again. We have a lot to do to heal the wounds the war has left on us all. But we've survived the Borg and the Dominion. We can survive this.
There's a lot of work to be done now. We need to rebuild, recover, try to learn how to live in this new reality. But with people like you on our side, I know we can do it.
We have much to do, but first, we will celebrate. Let the blood wine flow now that the bloodletting has ceased. There is more to being a warrior than vengeance and death.
Really?
True honor comes from doing what is right, despite the personal cost. The Iconians will depart.
Your honor has so many meanings. Like,
mercy has triumphed where weapons could
at this
not.
point, like, Klingon
Now
honor
I
is
will
like
try
a
to
view,
find
a
way
point
to
of view
share
at this
wisdom with
moment.
my people. Many warriors have fallen in this war. Those of us who remain must walk the path of honor.
And Sela, eye roll.
I don't know what to say. I thought I was protecting our future. But instead, all this... It happened because of a mistake I made hundreds of thousands of years ago.
Yep.
I've made a lot of difficult choices in my life. And I didn't always consider the consequences of my actions.
What?
Why isn't we
Really?
wonder if there's another way. If I can be better than.
You completed the Iconian war arc.
The war is over. Although we could not turn back the clock and restore the lives that were lost and the planets that were ravaged, we have ended the conflict honorably. You made the right choice. And that is not always an easy one to make. I would be honored to fight by your side again. Before that day comes, however,
Ouch.
we must rebuild. There is already talk of new exploration missions. Perhaps we will find our next challenge among the unexplored stars.